to bring a new perspective to the conversation that I think it's missing here. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Was estimated that 1.5 billion students were sent home in March 2020, when the world woke up to a tsunami that was really invading our lives. And I am actually going to make a public complaint here, but I'm not only complaining to you, I complain to myself as well. We are all here talking about education, educators, decision makers, policy makers, but I actually think we all miss an extremely important and unique opportunity last year. We've been trying to talk about digital learning, internet culture, blended learning, hybrid learning, all these sort of learnings that actually are different from the school learning that we had for a century. And we had the opportunity actually to understand what this different learning outside the school meant to the ones that at the end of the day are the reason why we are here, which are the students. And maybe, correct me I'm wrong, send me emails about it, but I haven't seen a lot of research that actually ask the students, listen, your experience of learning digitally have been amplified. It's only the only possibility you have. How do you feel about it? How is it for you? Does it give something? Does it provide? I think we missed a huge opportunity here. But today is a day of hope, is a day of change. So when we organized in this conference, we decided to give to all the audience and all of you a glimpse. We have no intentions to provide a profound and deep research, but to give a glimpse, a drop of water on everything we still have to learn. And we asked the students, what do you think now, today, October 2021, about distance learning? 255 high school students that currently learn in a very successful program called BAGRUP, led by the Center for Education Technology that Yossi Baidetz is the CEO that just spoke. They study math, physics, Hebrew, and Arabic for the Israel matriculation exam, only using WhatsApp. The teachers are in WhatsApp and the students are in WhatsApp. So we sent them a survey and 255 actually answered us. So I would like to thank Tamar, Matan, and all the BAGRUP team that actually led this survey. We were really lucky because we managed to get representatives from all over Israel, which was very important for us. So very quick, I'm going to mention only a few of the statements that were sent to the students, and they had to rate whether they highly disagreed or whether they highly agreed. One was, organizing my learning from home is the best method for me. As you see, we have a diversity of answers here. Some students prefer to organize from home and some others don't. Studying at home, I am able to learn things that aren't on the curriculum. Again, the assumptions of everyone was students always prefer at home. They always learn things that are not part of the curriculum. Again, here, not all students agreed with the statement. Teachers understand me better when learning in the classroom rather than remotely. Here actually was when we found a lot of consensus among the students that answered. They strongly agree with that. And the next statements actually reinforce this feeling. We as students expressed and we allowed them to write. They sent us a lot of comments saying that the human interaction is what they miss the most in distance learning. Teachers and students communicate more effectively thanks to distance learning. Again, a strong trend saying that they disagree with that. Communication is highly affected by distance learning. Distance learning disrupts social relationships between students of the same class, again reinforcing the two earlier ones, a strong tendency to disagree with that. Learning is most meaningful when we learn together as a group. Here was really interesting because the students that disagree with that made sure they wrote comments telling us, not everyone likes to learn in groups. There's an important percentage of the group that said we prefer to work independently. School have to allow us to have both ways. Rather than strictly following a school schedule, I prefer to decide when and what we'll study. Sorry. Here was a big surprise. We tend to assume students want to decide everything. We want to decide when, how, and what. And as you see here, some students actually prefer the school to structure what they have to learn. Some others no, depending on the skills of being a self-learner or not. Schools are mainly a social environment. Study we can also do at home. Again, here they, in a way, break a lot of misconceptions about students only wanting to go to school as a social environment. That doesn't mean they don't agree with that. They wrote us as well. School is also a social environment, but not only. Learning both at school and at home is effective, and it should be done regularly from both sides. Again, we can see here a wide range of answers and a very polarized two groups strongly disagreeing and strongly agreeing. This is a very short summary of what we did, but I think the lesson that we learned here, and I think it's the most important for all of us, is that if we are truly committed to provide a fair and suitable education, we need to listen to the protagonists, to the reason why we are here. We need to listen to students. We need to develop better and more efficient ways to understand from their perspective. Otherwise, we are going to end up with empty classrooms. They're already empty. They come physically, but they are not there with us anymore. So we have to do something about it. Thank you very much.